On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Diabolical.
Characterized by extreme wickedness, cruelty, or evil, devilish or inhuman in nature or character.
Examples:
Diabolical revenge. Diabolical media mogul. The diabolical plan was to steal the diamond using sophisticated traps and deception.
Panoramic.
Relating to an unobstructed and wide view of an extensive area, all-encompassing.
Examples:
Panoramic landscape. Panoramic camera. We hiked to the top of the hill for a panoramic view of the city below.
Colonoscopy.
A medical procedure in which a flexible tube with a camera on its end is inserted into the rectum to examine the colon for potential abnormalities or diseases.
Examples:
Colonoscopy screening. Virtual colonoscopy. He had to undergo a colonoscopy as part of his routine medical checkup.
Brim.
The top edge of a cup, bowl, or other containers, a circular projecting edge at the bottom of a hat.
Examples:
The brim of a hat. The pelvic brim. The glass was filled to the brim with beer.
Anchor person.
A person, usually a journalist or reporter, who leads and presents the news coverage on a TV or radio program.
Examples:
News anchor person. Sports anchor person. The fresh anchor person reported the breaking news with composure and clarity.
Mundane.
Very ordinary and therefore lacking interest or excitement.
Examples:
Mundane affairs. Mundane objects. After returning from the war, he had a pretty mundane life.
Televise.
To broadcast and transmit a television program or event through an electronic system to be watched by others.
Examples:
Televise the advertising contents. Televise on cable. The news channel plans to televise the live broadcast of the presidential debate.
Freak out.
A sudden or intense emotional outburst, typically characterized by panic, fear, or anxiety.
Examples:
Public freakout. Social media freakout. The loud noise caused a freakout among the small children.
Atheist.
A person who does not believe in the existence of a god or gods.
Examples:
Atheist community. Professed atheist. She was an atheist and did not believe in any form of religion.
Fidgety.
Restless or uneasy, especially because of nervousness or boredom, constantly moving or twitching.
Examples:
Fidgety child. Feel fidgety. He was fidgety during the long car ride and couldn't sit still.
Skeptical.
Doubting that something is accurate or useful.
Examples:
A skeptical attitude. Skeptical scientists. His religious and philosophical beliefs were utterly skeptical.
Aura.
A distinctive feeling or quality that seems to surround a person or place, a low-level electromagnetic field surrounding a living organism or object.
Examples:
Positive aura. Aura of divinity. He had a mysterious aura that made people curious and intimidated.
Dolphin.
A marine mammal that typically has a beak-like snout, a streamlined body, and flippers, and that feeds on fish and squid.
Examples:
Dolphin show. Dolphin watching tour. The large group of dolphins swam gracefully in the ocean, jumping out of the water now and then.
Skeptic.
A person who doubts or questions the truth of specific claims, beliefs, or doctrines, especially those in religion or the supernatural.
Examples:
An ingrained skeptic. Climate skeptic. He was a skeptic who doubted the existence of supernatural phenomena.
Cliché.
A phrase or expression that has become overused to the point that it has lost its original impact or meaning, a trite or unoriginal idea or statement.
Examples:
Cliché plot. Age-old cliché. Using the same cliché phrase in every conversation can take time and effort.
Liberally.
Generously or abundantly, showing a broad-minded or tolerant attitude, favoring or advocating for social, political, or economic reforms to improve individual freedom and equality.
Examples:
Liberally sprinkled. Speak liberally. She liberally applied sunscreen to avoid getting sunburned.
Orthodox.
Following or conforming to the traditional, normal, or commonly accepted beliefs, ideas, or activities of or relating to Judaism, of or relating to the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Examples:
An orthodox doctrine. Orthodox thought. He challenged the orthodox views on business.
Dedicate.
To give all of your energy, time, etc., entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause, to set apart for a particular purpose or use.
Examples:
Dedicate a few hours. Dedicate a chapter to the subject. He dedicated his life to helping others.
Hardworking.
Tending to work with a lot of effort and care.
Examples:
Hardworking student. Retire from hardworking life. They sought candidates with hardworking and good-natured.
Beat down.
A thorough defeat or overwhelming victory, a physical attack or beating.
Examples:
Get a serious beatdown. One-sided beatdown. The bully gave the younger student a vicious beatdown.
Penchant.
A strong and habitual liking or preference for something or someone.
Examples:
Penchant for music. Natural penchant. She has a penchant for spicy food and always adds hot sauce.
Embarrass.
To cause someone to feel awkward, worried, or ashamed.
Examples:
Embarrass political enemy. Embarrass my project. He looked for an opportunity to embarrass that actor in public.
Diva.
A distinguished female singer or performer, often with a reputation for being difficult or demanding. A woman who is admired for her talent, beauty, or grace, but who is also seen as arrogant or temperamental.
Examples:
Scream diva. Talented diva. The singer is known for her diva-like behavior backstage.
Authoritarian.
Characterized by strict, absolute control and obedience to authority or rules, dictatorial and lacking in personal freedoms or individual rights.
Examples:
Authoritarian practice. Authoritarian government. The authoritarian leadership style left no room for dissent or alternative opinions.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
Reckless driving. In a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Unruly.
Difficult or impossible to manage or control, disobedient, disorderly.
Examples:
Unruly beast. Unruly behavior. The unruly children in the classroom made teaching difficult for the teacher.
Bully.
A person who uses strength or power to harm or intimidate those who are weaker. Verb, to intimidate, harass, or mistreat someone weaker or less powerful.
Examples:
Bully bystander. Bully the weak. The schoolyard bully terrorized the other children and made their lives miserable.
Incivility.
A lack of civility, courtesy, or politeness, rude or disrespectful behavior toward others.
Examples:
Incivility in politics. Online incivility. The incivility between the two politicians during the debate was disappointing.
Antagonism.
Active hostility or opposition towards someone or something, a feeling of dislike or resentment.
Examples:
Antagonism of dopamine. Deep-seated antagonism. The antagonism between the two groups was palpable during the debate.
Unravel.
Undo twisted, knitted, or woven threads by separating it.
Examples:
Unravel a knit. Unravel a plot. Detectives are still attempting to unravel the mystery of his death.
Psychotherapy.
The treatment of mental or emotional problems by talking with a therapist.
Examples:
Field of psychotherapy. Psychotherapy for depression. He took psychotherapy to help him deal with his accident trauma.
Snippy.
Curt or sharply critical in a disrespectful way, short or abrupt in manner or speech.
Examples:
Snippy remark. Snippy talk. The customer was upset with the snippy tone of the salesperson.
Instruct.
To teach someone practical skills or knowledge, to formally order or tell someone to do something.
Examples:
Instruct a student. Instruct a computer. The facility manager instructed the security guards to be on high alert.
Ensue.
To happen or follow as a result or consequence of something.
Examples:
Ensue within a few years. Predict what will ensue. A power outage ensued after the storm knocked out the electricity.
Nonstop.
Without intermediate stops between source and destination.
Examples:
A non-stop run. Non-stop talk. We tend to choose non-stop flights when we travel.
Rehearse.
To practice or repeat something, such as a performance, speech, or action, to prepare for an event or to improve one's skills, to go through the motions of a planned activity before executing it.
Examples:
Rehearse an opera. Rehearse a speech. The actors needed to rehearse their lines before the performance.
Expletive.
A curse word or a swear word, a word or phrase used to convey strong emotions, such as anger or frustration.
Examples:
Expletive language. Expletive pronoun. When she stubbed her toe, she let out an expletive in pain.
Rooster.
A male chicken, especially one that is adult, a bird that has a distinctive red comb, wattle, and crowing call.
Examples:
Bantam rooster. Rooster fight. The rooster's crow woke up the farmer every morning at sunrise.
Avalanche.
A sudden and rapid movement of a large amount of snow, ice, rocks, or other debris down a steep slope, a rapid and overwhelming occurrence of events or circumstances.
Examples:
Avalanche warning. An avalanche of questions. The skiers narrowly escaped the avalanche by taking shelter behind a nearby rock. Incurable. Not able to be cured, healed, or remedied, beyond recovery or redemption.
Examples:
Incurable patient. Incurable romantic. The patient was diagnosed with an incurable disease and given only a few months to live.
Obsess.
To fill the mind of someone continually so that one can't think of anything else.
Examples:
Obsess over her weight. He is obsessed with the fear. He's utterly obsessed with his promotion. Cranky. Easily irritated or annoyed, bad-tempered, in a state of discomfort or pain, often resulting in irritability or moodiness. Examples: Cranky mood. Cranky toddler. I feel cranky today. Please forgive me if I seem irritable. Cleave. To split or divide something into two parts, often with force, to adhere or cling to something closely and cohesively. Examples: Cleave meat. Cleave the party. He swung the axe with all his might to cleave the wood in half. Hoof. The horny part of the foot of some mammals, such as horses, deer, and cattle. Examples: Hoof mark. Clean hoof. The horse's hoof was injured and needed to be treated by a veterinarian. Retract. To take back, withdraw, or revoke something that has been said or done, to disavow or repudiate a statement or assertion that one has previously made. Examples: Retract a promise. Retract a lawsuit. I need to retract my statement because I realized it was incorrect. Epiphany. A moment of sudden and great realization or revelation, a Christian festival, held on January 6th, celebrating the visit of the three wise men to the infant Jesus. Examples: Epiphany about life. Feast of Epiphany. She had an epiphany while meditating and realized the answer to her problem. Neurotic. Suffering from neurosis or excessive and irrational anxiety or distress, often about everyday situations and circumstances. Examples: Neurotic behavior. Neurotic disorder. The neurotic character is always anxious and worries about everything. Inject. To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Slay.
To kill violently, especially with a weapon.
Examples:
Slay a dragon. Slay civilians. The singer slayed the audience with her powerful voice and amazing performance.
Counterintuitive.
Contrary to what common sense would suggest.
Examples:
Counterintuitive results. Counterintuitive behavior. The counterintuitive nature of quantum physics has been a source of confusion for scientists for decades.
Indulgent.
Given to yielding to the desires or whims of oneself or others, especially by being generous or lavish.
Examples:
An indulgent father. Indulgent lifestyle. The rich and indulgent dessert was worth every calorie.
Disarm.
To remove weapons or the means of attack from a person, group, or situation. To win over or reduce suspicion or hostility from an opponent or adversary.
Examples:
Disarm opponents. Disarm a bomb. The police were able to disarm the suspect without any violence.
Vortex.
A mass of whirling air, water, dust, or smoke, especially a whirlpool or whirlwind.
Examples:
Vortex formation. Blow in a vortex. The vortex of the tornado was massive and destructive.
Ketosis.
A metabolic process in which the body burns stored fat for energy due to a lack of available glucose, often induced by a low-carbohydrate diet or prolonged fasting.
Examples:
Nutritional ketosis. Induced ketosis. Following a strict diet can often put the body into ketosis.
Balmy.
Pleasantly warm, mild, or soothing, having a calming effect on the senses or emotions.
Examples:
Balmy days and nights. Balmy evening. The balmy weather was perfect for a picnic in the park.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Narcissist.
A person who is excessively self-absorbed, especially regarding their appearance or achievements.
Examples:
Relationship with a narcissist. Somatic narcissist. He thinks she is a high narcissist because she always talks about herself and her accomplishments.
Unify.
To bring or join something together so that they form a single unit.
Examples:
Unify the system. Unify the party. The people believe that they can unify the country.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Gluten.
A protein found in wheat, barley, and rye that is responsible for the elastic texture of the dough.
Examples:
Gluten-free diets. Gluten intolerance. Many people with celiac disease must avoid gluten in their diet.
Ceaseless.
Without stopping, pausing, or resting, persistent and unending.
Examples:
Ceaseless rain. Ceaseless chatter. The ceaseless noise from the construction site kept me up all night.
Flagellate.
To whip, scourge, or flog someone or oneself, as in religious penitence practices. To swim using a whip-like tail, as some aquatic animals do. Noun, a type of organism that has one or more whip-like appendages.
Examples:
Flagellate bacteria. Flagellate their sore muscles. Some single-celled organisms can flagellate themselves through the water.
Geopolitical.
Of or relating to political activity or relations between countries and groups of countries, as influenced by the physical features of a country or area.
Examples:
The geopolitical situations. Reduce geopolitical risk. The country holds dominant geopolitical power over its neighbors.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Unalterable.
Impossible to change or modify, permanent, fixed, or constant.
Examples:
Unalterable fact. Unalterable truth. The Constitution contains unalterable rights for all citizens.
Metaphysics.
The branch of philosophy that deals with the fundamental nature and the first principles of reality, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, identity, time, and space.
Examples:
Metaphysics study. The nature of metaphysics. Kant's thoughts provided the foundational ideas for treating metaphysics as a discipline.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples.
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Conjure.
To call forth by magic, to create or bring about through the imagination.
Examples.
Conjure evil spirits away. Conjure a vision. The magician conjured up a rabbit out of thin air.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples.
Overlook a street. Overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Treacle.
A thick, dark syrup made from cane sugar, a sweet, sticky, cloying sentimentality or overly sentimental speech or writing.
Examples.
Treacle tart. Treacle moon. The cake was covered in treacle, making it too sweet for some people's taste.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples.
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Counter-programming.
A strategy used by TV networks or movie studios to air or release content that competes with or serves as an alternative to programming on rival networks or studios.
Examples.
Counter-programming strategy. Counter-programming technique. The TV network opted for counter-programming during the Super Bowl halftime show.
Erode.
To gradually wear away or break down rock, soil, or other material through the action of wind, water, or other natural agents, to gradually weaken or undermine something over time.
Examples.
Erode coast. Erode trust. The ongoing budget cuts have eroded the quality of education in many schools.
Sadistic.
Deriving pleasure from inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others, cruel and brutal in a way that causes others to suffer.
Examples.
Sadistic pleasure. Sadistic behavior. The sadistic character in the movie enjoyed inflicting pain on others for pleasure.
Tyrant.
A ruler who uses their power cruelly and oppressively, a cruel and oppressive person.
Examples.
A domestic tyrant. Tyrant regime. The tyrant's rule was marked by oppression and fear.
Evangelist.
A person who seeks to convert others to their religious beliefs, especially through public preaching.
Examples:
Television evangelist, technology evangelist. The religious evangelist traveled the world, spreading the gospel and winning converts.
Gush.
To flow or pour out rapidly and in large quantities.
Examples:
Gush about my love for sports. Gush out and won't stop. A supertanker continues to gush oil off the coast of Spain.
Congratulation.
The act of expressing that someone has an occasion for celebration or the expression of pleasure at the success or good fortune of another.
Examples:
Congratulation on a promotion. A matter for congratulation. The congratulations from her friends and family were overwhelming after she won the championship.
Counterculture.
A subculture whose values and norms of behavior differ substantially from those of mainstream society, often in opposition to it.
Examples:
Counterculture movement. Counterculture art. The counterculture of the 1960s rejected the social norms of the time.
Courageous.
Able to face and deal with danger or fear without flinching.
Examples:
Make a courageous decision. Courageous rescue attempt. He was a courageous soldier who had served his country with honor.
Grandiose.
Impressive or grand in size, appearance, or manner, especially in an exaggerated or pompous way.
Examples:
Grandiose project. Make a grandiose claim. The grandiose mansion was a testament to the family's wealth and status.
Touchy.
Easily offended or upset, or sensitive.
Examples:
Touchy subject. A little touchy personality. The touchy situation required careful handling to avoid further conflict.